Hi guys. Good morning, all of you. So I think, yeah. Hi guys. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone, guys? Can you please confirm? Is I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So guys, I think today is your first session to the introduction of the demo session of Power BI. So all of you are here to learn, or you are here to learn something about Power BI. So before starting the session, so let me introduce myself. I am Vamsi Krishna Guttula. Almost all, I'm having an experience of somewhere around 22 years of experience, guys. So on various technologies. Yep. So I almost all, I'm having some experience of around 22 years of experience on various technologies. So including database management, business intelligence. We have something like an database admin. And apart from that, I also have a lot of expertise on currently I'm working on data science. Okay, data science, machine learning, AI, generative AI. These are my currently my expertise, guys. And even I'm also experienced and also expertise on data visualization tools. A lot of data visualization tools are there. So one of the tool I was also an expertise is Power BI. So that is the reason why I was the instructor for this training program, guys. So this is about myself. And being today is your first class, this is my first demo session with you guys. That's why I'm not going to take much practical implementations. So today I'll just give you like some introduction, some demo on the Power BI, guys. So two to three demos I'm going to take, guys. It's a free demos are there. You can attend the free demos. I will give my from my side whatever I want to discuss. I will discuss it. And if you also have any doubts or any clarifications are required, so feel free to discuss. You can unmute yourself and you can speak if you want. And I'm going to clarify all your questions before going to the session, before going to the main course curriculum. Obviously, every learner will have their own questions, guys. So they will have their own doubts, own clarifications are required. So I will clarify all of them. And then I can start with our regular classes, guys. Okay, fine. So let me start the introduction from my side, guys. So nowadays, even Power BI also is a one of the well-known, which is going to be most of you are known about this tool. Maybe you are not expertise on that, but you are having some at least some basic idea. For example, if I said, what is agentic AI or what is AI agents? Maybe you may not be in a position to understand them, may not be having that much idea about those things. What is NLP? So you may not be aware about that. But Power BI is a common tool, guys, which everyone knows about that. So Power BI is a one of the which is going to be a data visualization software. As you know that it's a we call it as a data visualization software or a tool, what we can say that. A data visualization software developed by Microsoft. Right? We all of you know that. Power BI is a Microsoft product, guys. It is developed by Microsoft. Okay. So it is a what is the main point here is, guys, it is a data visualization software. So what is a data visualization software can do? A data visualization software is nothing but what it can do, guys. It is just capable to convert whatever the raw data was there, convert that particular raw data, whatever the raw data was there, guys. The raw data can be converted into some kind of an which is going to be some kind of a visuals. Like visuals means we know that, right? In our school days and college days, we used to work charts, graphs. We all of you know, guys, by looking at the charts and graphs, we can understand how that particular changes are taking place. So something like that. Just an example. I'm not showing the business report. Maybe, for example, a small report I'll show you guys. So this is going to be nothing but what is the age, which is going to be what is the height, the age of a person and height of a person. Maybe height is in centimeters, age is going to be in years, for example. So let us say that just an example I'm talking about. So if the report is going to be something, a graph is showing something like this, guys. So what we can understand that as the age is increasing, you can see that the height is also increasing there. For example, I'm saying, for example, if I say like this, guys, for example, if your visual is something like this, guys, what you can observe carefully, as the age is increasing, the height is remaining the same, whatever may be the age, whether it is a 5 years, whether it is a 10 years, whether it is a 15 years, whether it is a 20 years, or whether it is a 25 years. So the height remains the same as it is. Example, it's not actually like that. For example, if the data was something like this, guys. For example, your data is going to be something like this, guys. For example, instead of having the data like this, for example, let me just give me a second. Let me remove all this data here now. For example, your data was like this, guys. If it is showing like this, guys, meaning that you can understand that as the age is increasing, the which is going to be the height is decreasing. Actually, in reality, it is not like that. As the age increases, it is going to be how reality, guys. For example, in reality, if you talk about them, how the age and height is going to be represented, guys. For example, I'm representing from 0 years, maybe somewhere around 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25, something like that. We have the data. We have the data was there. Generally, at the time of starting, that means at the when the child was born, generally there is going to be some height will be there. I'm not writing specifically correctly, but it is not zero. When the child was born, minimum there is going to be somewhere around 40 centimeters or 50 centimeters. It will be there. After that, for every increase in the year, it is going to be the data is going to be like that. Up to somewhere around 20 years, they will height will increases. Up to 20 years. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, the age will increase, the height will increases. But after 20 years, after that, it is going to be remains constant, right? It is going to be, that means which is going to be your curve is going to be something like this. So by looking at this data, what we can understand from the 0 years to up to somewhere around 20 years, the height has been increased. But after reaching the 20 years, so the increase in the height has been stopped. So it is going to be almost all, it is like a constant line. It's like a straight line, it will be there. Before that, it is going to be something like some kind of a linear line like this. Just to get some idea, guys. Normally, if you look at the data, we can't understand all these things. But if you have a look at, if you convert the data into like this, we can understand how the data interpretation is going to take place. So whenever we convert the data into some kind of a visuals, guys, we can understand the data. So easy interpretation or easy, which is going to be understanding of data. So easily we can easy understanding of data, guys. First of all, why should I understand the data? Because whenever you want to take some kind of a business decisions, first of all, whenever you want to make any business decisions, we require some kind of the understanding of data, or we say that interpretation of the data, guys. So whenever in real applications, when anyone wants to, this business people, business managers, whenever they want to take some kind of a business decision, first of all, they have to understand their business data. How they will understand the business data? By using some kind of a visuals. How can you create the visuals? With the help of, which is going to be, from where we can create the visuals? From the raw data. So there will be raw data will be there. And how this particular raw data can be converted into visuals with the help of a data visualization softwares. So Power BI is one of the data visualization software, guys, which is capable to convert the data from one format to another format. What is that one format? Raw format is there that can be converted into some kind of visuals, helping the users to understand the data, and based on that, the users can take some kind of a business decisions. That's why we generally call them as Power BI is a generally part of, which is going to be some kind of decision support systems. So in real time, there is going to be some kind of decision support systems will be there, guys. That means whenever they want to take some kind of a decision, there must be some system must be there. So as part of the decision support system, they uses Power BI. So we say that it's an analytical tool or a decision support, which is going to be system, whatever we call it as. It will help you to understand the data, and based on their understanding, it will also, it is going to help you to take some kind of a business decisions. Sir, is there only Power BI? Is there any other tools are there? Yes, there are so many other tools are also there, guys. Like I think all of you haven't heard about that. It is going to be, we have a tool called as an Tableau. So Tableau was a product, it's an actual company, but later it was acquired by the company called as Salesforce. Now the Tableau has been taken over by the Salesforce, guys. Salesforce company has taken over the Tableau. Earlier it was developed by a company called as a Tableau itself. It was developed by, there's a Tableau company was there. But after that, what they have been done, guys, the Tableau has been, they have been taken by they have been acquired by it is going to be Salesforce. So this is the one guys. So Tableau Software is an American interactive data visualization software company focused on business intelligence. It was founded in 2003 in Mountain View, California, and currently which is going to be headquartered in Seattle, Washington. But in 2019, the company was acquired by the Salesforce for $1 million, for a $15.7 million. It has been acquired. Now it is a product of Salesforce, not a product of Tableau. It was been merged. So it is going to be, that's why you can see Tableau from, which is going to be Salesforce. Like that, you know that, right? These Jain companies, what they will do is when they have a lot of money with them, what they will do, guys, they will acquire the companies. Google has acquired a lot of small organizations. Microsoft has acquired a lot of companies, guys, because they have a huge money with them. So they will acquire the companies instead of developing the products from them. So Power BI, Tableau, which is going to be, we also have something called as an ClickSense. It is also going to be a one more, which is going to be a data visualization software, guys. We call it as Click. It is not CLICK. It is going to be just Click, guys. CLI, which is going to be K. Sorry. Just a minute. Yeah. It is going to be something called as an Click, which is going to be Click provides a data integration, analytics, and artificial intelligence platform. The software company was founded by 1993. It is a Sweden, and it is now based on the king of which is going to be Persia. So it is also which is going to be, but it was established. So Sweden, and after that it has been there in the which is going to be in United States. It was there. So this is Thoma Bravo. It's made the company private in 2016. So this is about and another which is going to be a kind of a data visualization software. It is. So data visualization, so many things it can do, guys. Not only that, but it can do a lot of things. It can do that. There are so many different products are also there. There are different types of products we are going to be having as data integration. We are having some kind of an analytical tools. You can see there. It can create some kind of an data visualizations and all these things, what it can do there. So like that, there are so many tools are there, guys. Among that, one of the tool is going to be our Microsoft Power BI. Then you may get a doubt, sir, if already there are so many softwares are there, then why I have to learn Power BI? So will I find some job opportunities based on the Power BI? Really, if you just verify, let us try to compare them, guys. Let us try to combine, which is going to be, I say Power BI versus which is going to be the Tableau job opportunities or job market, we'll say that. Okay, so let us see. So just an idea, which is going to be which is going to be the job market, which is going to be compared with which is going to be in India. How is going to be the better one? Which one is going to be the better one? Let us see the application, guys. So let me see some news or let me see some which is going to be what we can see jobs. Okay, we'll go to the job opportunities also. So if we can observe carefully, guys, what we can see Power BI, Tableau, which is going to be Python. It's a 2 days before. Tableau, Power BI, Tableau, which is going to be we are having guys senior Tableau, which is going to be Power BI or a Tableau. Tableau is there. So almost all, if you can see Tableau and a Power BI trainer, so we can see. But whenever we see the the recent, the one what we can see is most of the companies, if you can see, they will be using something called as an Power BI. Power BI with SQL and which is going to be Tableau. So ETL developer, Alteryx, Tableau, Power BI, which is going to be Hyderabad. So if you can see data visualization engineer. So almost all, if you can find out, but if you can observe carefully, the Power BI is going to be a little bit on the other side, guys. So on the higher side, if you can see, the Power BI is going to be on the a little bit higher side compared with the which is going to be what we can see junior data analyst fresher, which is going to be Power BI, which is going to be Python Power BI. Both of them are having equal opportunities, but just a little bit higher side, you can see some kind of an Power BI. We can see on the higher side, you can see a little bit, not that much, which is going to be also. Specifically, guys, because the reason is going to be very simple. So Power BI is a little bit low cost and it provides a very easy environment that I'll discuss about all those applications later, guys. But apart from this, okay, whatever we are discussing about Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, these are generally, we call them as GUI based reporting tools, guys. GUI based, which is going to be visualization softwares. What is meaning of GUI based visualization softwares? I'll show you one small example for that. Don't worry. Even if you don't think that, sir, we don't know anything about Power BI, how can you understand them? Just I'm showing you the application, guys. So this is my Power BI software. So I'll tell you how to install that and all these things. I'll tell you in the coming classes. There is a blank report. So what do you mean to say GUI based? GUI based, it means you need not to write any code from your side. Everything I'm going to just drag it and drop it, guys. Just I'm going to drag it and drop it. Don't worry, I'm getting some data there, guys. See there, I'm just getting some kind of a data there, guys. Some data I'm importing there. Just with a small click, guys. I didn't written any code, no logic, no coding, nothing is going to be required, guys. Some data was there. You can see some data was there, guys. Just I'm getting some data there. Some data related to some banking data, a banking domain data was there. It's loading. It's loading into Power BI, guys. Okay, so the data was loaded, guys. You can see the data here now. Don't worry, I'll explain all these applications later. This is the raw data, guys. How many records are there? There are somewhere around 1,65,000 rows are there, guys. Not a small data. There are 1,65,000, which is going to be data was there. So now I want to do some analysis on that. Just a small example. Geography, something like France, Germany, some data was there. Gender, if you can see, which is going to be male, female, some etc. is there. Just I want to know how many males in France, how many females in France, how many males are there in Germany, how many females are there in Germany. I want to do that. So no need of writing any queries, no need of writing any kind of a logics there. Simple, I'm going to take one small visualization. And what I'm going to do is for each and every geography, I want to calculate how many customers are there. Simple drag and drop. France, Spain, and Germany. France is on the higher side, guys. Next higher is Spain, a little bit more and a little bit less. But again, inside the France, how many males, how many females are there? I want to find it off, guys. So can you see there? Almost all in all the regions, we can see the male is the higher, guys, because this is male and this color is going to be nothing but female, guys. You can see there. This color, what are the darker color you can see, that is nothing but male. And the light blue color or a little bit of blue color, it is going to be this one. Sir, both of them are coming with the same blue shade. Can we change these colors? Yes, we can change these colors, guys. Don't worry, just I'm showing some kind of an application is there. See how simple I'm going to change them. Females, I'm converting into some kind of an pink color. Males, I will try to convert this into some kind of an blue color. I'll change into which is going to be a little bit of blue color. I will change them. Done. Over. So see guys how simple I have been done. So without writing any coding at all. I didn't written any coding. Nothing has been got done. So easily we can see in France we are having these many females and these are the males. I want to see the counts also. You can see what are the counts. 40K, 54K, 16K, 21K, 16K and 18K. Sir, I don't want this 18K, 16K, 21K. I want the perfect numbers. I require them. So if you want, we can see the perfect numbers also. I can do them. I don't want any such kind of an which is going to be some kind of an display units. So I'll say none. Clearly we'll get the clear counts. We'll get it. 54,238, 39,000. Normally we are getting 40K, but actually it is 39,976. Sir, I can't see the font sizes. Can you increase it? Absolutely, I can increase them. Can you make it bold? Yes, I can make it bold. Can I change your color? Yes, I can change the color. Simple technique is nothing matters about that. Easily we can say that. I said, can you add any background color to this? Absolutely, I can add up some kind of an background color to this particular application. So I'm adding some kind of an which is a background color. I'm going to be adding there. So I just want to make the background color to be a little bit light. So I can increase the transparency. See guys, everything is going to be done with a simple click or a simple, which is going to be mouse move. We are able to do that. So these are nothing but what we call it as GUI based. I didn't use any keyboard at all. Throughout the application, I didn't use any keyboard at all, guys. These are what we call it as GUI based. What stands for graphical user interfaces, guys, right? These are what we call it as a graphical user interfaces. We can do them. This is what we simply say about this GUI based data visualization. Means without having any coding, no coding is required. No coding knowledge is required. Sir, do you want to learn any coding language? Not required. And very simple to use and simple to learn, guys. Consumes very less time, which is going to be consumes less time. Even for learning also, it is going to be less time, guys. Even if we want to implement also, it is going to be whenever you go for the implementation also, within a short period, we can implement them, guys. Within a short period, we can learn it also. So learning with perspective of learning, very short time, guys. Even if you go to the implementation also, it is going to be real time. Very easily, instead of taking hours of time, within a few minutes, we can do the applications. This is one way, guys, which is nothing but GUI-based data visualization tool without having any coding requirements. And within a very short time or less time, you can create a very beautiful visuals. We can create them. Sir, is there any other way to create the visuals? Absolutely, we have them, guys. Absolutely, we have them, guys. There is a one more way is there. It is nothing but something called as an coding based. So what is meaning of coding based, guys? Coding based means we have to write the coding. So coding is going to be required, guys. Whenever I said coding, sir, which language we have to use? So you know that, right? Nowadays we are using some language like Python or some languages like R. These are the some of the languages which you need to expertise. So if you want to do with the help of a GUI based, no coding requirement. Without having any coding knowledge, without having any prior knowledge of any coding, sir, I don't have any knowledge of coding. Can I learn Power BI? Absolutely, we can learn. No coding is required. Sir, I have a very short time. So hardly 2 months I can spend. Absolutely, we can learn, guys. You can learn, you can implement in a very short time. And also, without having any coding knowledge also, you can learn Power BI very effectively, guys. But whenever we go for some kind of an coding based, so then what we have to require? Coding is required, guys. Like examples of Python, R. These are the some of the languages we require. And second thing is, it is going to consume more time. If you want, I'll show you one example also, guys. If you want, I can just show you some example. They will consume a little bit more time it is going to take them. So it's not a complex work, but without having any knowledge of coding, you cannot implement them. Some little bit coding is required, mandatory. Without having the knowledge, we can't do it. But in Python, it is not like that. Sorry, with the help of Python or R, we can do that. But in our Power BI is not required because Power BI is a data visualization software, which is graphical user interface. GUI based. I've shown you that screen will come, drag and drop, just double click on that, right click on that, change the settings, click there, something like that. We have to do that. Just slide it over. But coding is not like that. We have to write completely the coding and all these things. Everything we have to write it manually. Obviously, it will require some knowledge of programming knowledge. Plus, along with that, it also takes some more time it is going to take. So, though you don't require, because I was into the Python and R languages, I was an expertise. So I can just show you some examples practically, guys. Just one or two examples, not more than that. So don't worry. Just I'm going to show you some small Python coding I'm showing you guys. You need not to worry about those particular applications. Don't worry. I'm just showing the application only, but not for. Just give me a second. Just how the coding will be different from which is going to be GUI based. So this is Python coding, guys. So it is an Python environment. If you want to do it, guys, we have to work with which is going to be Python. Okay, don't worry about that. First, we have to read the data. So for that, we have to use some kind of a libraries. I'm not taking any much data here now. Just it is going to be some kind of an application. I'm doing that. First, we have to write some code, guys. See there, I'm importing some library with a name called as matplotlib. Something like that. If you want to create a visual, I have to import another library, matplotlib, which is going to be pyplot as PLT. But in Power BI, we don't require to write all these codes. Simply, I imported one library, imported two libraries, one for reading the data, one for visualizing the data. Let me read the data, guys. Just an example. Bank is equal to same data set I'm showing you. pd.read underscore CSV. I'm reading the data from a CSV file. It is going to be something called as n. What is the name of the data? It is going to be, I think, churn underscore. What is the data set name? Just give me a second. It's a bank churn.csv file. Okay. This is a data set, guys. So once again, I'm showing you, which is going to be, I'm reading the data called as, which is going to be bank underscore, which is going to be churn dot, which is going to be CSV file. Okay, sorry, I done a small mistake. Actually, it has to be import pandas as PD. For matplotlib, we have to give a different name. That is the reason. Okay, no worries. It is reading the data, guys. If you want, I can show you what is the bank data set. See the same data. 1,65,034 records are there. Same data, same application as it is. 1,65,034. Here also, we can see the same 1,65,034. But like your Power BI, I can't do any drag and drop, or I cannot simply say double click on this, or simply I cannot do like this. Everything I have to do it manually. Manual coding is required, guys. Sir, if previously I've shown you just for each and every country, how many customers are there? I cannot do it manually like this, guys. We have to do everything manually by myself. It is going to be, don't worry, it is going to be bank dot. I can say something called as N. I have some column called as N geography. Where is that? It is going to be geography is the name of the column. Dot, which is going to, we have to do it manually, guys. Don't worry. You need not to worry about all those things. Okay, because I know the coding, I'm doing this application, guys. But you guys don't require to work on those particular applications there. So don't worry about that. So this is your data, guys. This is going to be nothing but your data there. So I have to write some kind of a code and we have to represent and all these things. We have to do the calculations. The Python does not do all these things. This is going to be something what we have been done. Now, if you want to do the visualization, guys, I have to do the visualization, which is going to be plt.bar. So x is equal to, I say that it is going to be df dot, which is going to be index. And I'm going to say that it is going to be the height equal to, I say it is going to be df of, I can say, which is going to be count. Some kind of encoding, we have to write it like this, guys. Just a minute. Don't worry. This is not to make you to any confused with that. Don't get confused with that. Just I'm showing the difference. How a GUI based and how the which is going to be this is based. PLT dot which is going to be show, guys. Same example. Previously, whatever the data we got in, guys, same data. But everything I have to customize them. Previously, I just customized it. I want to get the numbers here now. It's not that much easy. We have to write some logic for that. If you want to display some data there, what is the count and all these things you want to display. See, France 94,214. Spain is going to be 36,213 and the Germany is going to be 34,606 is for Germany. Same visual what I have created earlier there, but there I have done in a very easy way. Just I have done in a very easy way. I have been done with that. But here I'm not going to do like that. Just give me a second. It is going to be if I remove the gender, same data, guys. 94,000. If you see the reports, both of them are going to looks like exactly same. Colors are slightly different. See, France is having 94,214. Spain is having 36,213. Germany is having 34,606. That's it. So, but GUI based. It is not like in GUI based. It is going to be command based. On the left hand side, it is Power BI. On the right hand side, it is going to be the Python what we have been written there. So like this, just there are going to be two ways are there whenever we want to create this kind of a visuals, guys. One is by using GUI based, like which is going to be something like in Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, etc. And one more is going to be either by using some kind of encoding based, by using Python or by using R language. We have a different languages are there, guys. But obviously we prefer to have a GUI based. Why GUI based? We all of you know that it's going to be no coding is required and consumes less time. Learning is also easy. Implementation is also easy. Coding based, learning is little bit complex. More time it will take. And you need some expertise on some programming languages. But here it is not required. Okay. Next. Sir, generally, who are the roles or who are the people who requires this data visualization skill? Nowadays, this data visualization skill is one of the basic requirement for many of the roles. That means what I mean to say that is, after learning Power BI, immediately don't think that you need to go as a report developer. There are so many other roles are there. I'll tell you some few roles, guys, which basically this data visualization requires. So the roles which are required with data visualization. For example, if you want to become a report developer, guys. So who is the report developer? What is the responsibility of a report developer? His main responsibility is to create the reports. His main responsibility is to create some reports, guys. The clients will give the requirement. I want the sales report for this month. I want to get, so end of the month is over. So last month, November's, whatever the data was there, give me. So how many customers has came? How many inquiries has been taken place? How many was able to be converted into our business? Okay, how many have been rejected? How many customers that didn't responded? Give me a complete report on that. So a kind of a report developers we can become. Nowadays, if we heard about that, there is going to be some kind of a data analyst, or some people calling it as a business analyst, guys, right? A data analyst or a business analyst. So those people also require some knowledge of data visualizations. But along with the data visualization, some other skills are also required, guys. SQL knowledge, Excel knowledge, okay, some data visualization like Power BI or a Tableau. It's a Power BI or it may be Tableau, guys. Some companies looks for Power BI, some companies looks for Tableau. So if you want to become a data analyst or a business analyst also, some knowledge of which is going to be a Power BI or a Tableau, any data visualization skill is required. And one more also, guys. Nowadays, you can see these type of roles are also very popular. Data engineering. So what is the data engineering role, guys? Mainly they have to collect the data, cleaning up, storing, okay, all these things, ETL, etc. will be done. They also require some knowledge of SQL. They require some Power BI, maybe not mandatory, but Power BI or a Tableau, apart from some kind of a cloud. These are going to be some requirements for a data engineer. And I works on data science. So as a data science expert myself, I uses a data science as a data science expert. I also uses a lot of which is going to be Power BI. Maybe I don't use Power BI. I generally uses Python. I generally uses, guys. So Power BI, machine learning, maths plus stats, the mathematical concept and statistical concepts, something like this, guys. Deep learning, something like I'm going to work on these particular topics. Mainly, I'm going to work with that. Just don't worry. Just I'll show you some examples practically. Just it's not going to be. Just I'll show you some how our data science concepts will be written, whether we use the data visualizations or not. Just to get some idea only, I'm showing that. I'm not showing any examples there. Just I'll show you one examples. Just a example I'll show you. Okay. So just at today morning, maybe I just at today morning only we have done some examples. I think I didn't done any data visualizations there. Okay, otherwise no worries. I'm going to show you some kind of an which is going to be a small examples. So where how we do the data visualizations and all these things, just to maintain, just to show some examples. These are all my Python coding, guys. These are all my Python coding there. So don't worry, it is going to be, I think, 22/10/2025. It is just a little bit 2 months back. Just a 2 months back, nothing is there. 22/10. Hardly it is going to be 1.5 month. Okay, can you see there? It is going to be a lot of data visualizations will be involved in that. You may not be aware about that, but it's a data visualization. This is your data. This is your visualizations. Almost all, if you can see everywhere, wherever I'm working, I'm going to use some kind of a data visualizations. I'm going to use as them. Some kind of a data visualizations. I think you never have seen about these visualizations, isn't it? So you can see which is going to be some visualizations, what we can see with them. So don't worry, this is not going to be our implementation. Our implementation is going to be different there. See some kind of an hierarchical model, person, Delhi, okay, 15/08/1947. Something is a text they have been given that India got independence of 15/8/1947 and Delhi is a capital. Delhi is capital. It's going to be some extra we have added. Some text we have been added there, guys. Don't worry about that. It's not a meaningful sentence. But we can see some kind of an which is going to be the data. So see, it has identified that India, which is going to be something like an reliance. There is that India, which is going to be one thing. Delhi, what we can see, 15/8/1947, data. Okay, some kind of an reliance, an organization. It has identified some kind of an applications, what we can say. So India is going to be text. Okay, 15/8/1917, this one, Delhi, India, it is going to be some kind of an data, 12 a.m. Something it has been identified. 100 is money. 100 is going to be nothing but it's a money, guys. Okay, no worries. That is not a matter related to that. But I'm just telling about that. How data visualization is important. So every role, independent of whatever the role is there, independently, everyone has to have a minimum knowledge of which is going to be data visualizations. So do you want to become a report developer or a data analyst or a business analyst or a data engineering, or if you want to become a data science expert, almost every role nowadays requires a basic knowledge of data visualizations, guys. Okay. So that is the reason why we are learning a data visualization tool, which is nothing but one of the popular tool called as an Power BI. So this is about some introduction, guys. I just taken a half an hour introduction, maybe half an hour, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, not more than that, because it is an introduction classes. I'm not starting with any main implementation. So just a small introduction. What is data visualization? Explain. A data visualization is a technique where we are going to convert our data from raw format to a kind of a visuals like charts and something like in graphs, etc. So what are the different ways we can do the data visualization? Two ways. One is a GUI based without having any programming part in a very easy way in a short time. There is the other way is there by writing some coding with the help of Power BI, sorry, with the help of Python, R language, etc. But they will take some consumes more time and require some kind of an expertise. What are the GUI based reporting tools? Like as I said that, which is Power BI, Tableau, ClickSense, etc. And apart from that, what are the different roles that requires this data visualization expert? Do you want to become a data visualization expert like a report developers? Or do you want to become a data analyst or a business analyst? Or do you want to become a data engineer? Or do you want to work with data science? So every person who is working with data, they require some knowledge of data visualizations. So that is the reason nowadays everyone is learning a basic data visualization tool. Maybe some roles requires higher level, some requires an intermediate level. So depending on their requirements, they will learn. Either if you want to become a report developer, advanced level we have to learn. Remaining roles we don't require advanced level. Intermediate level of data visualization is sufficient, guys. Okay. So that is about the first introduction class from my side, guys. So just for today, we can stop it here. And before stopping, before ending the session, if you guys are having any questions, any doubts or any questions if you have, feel free to discuss, guys. I can spare 10-15 minutes of time and then we can end up the session, guys. Right? Yes, please. Anyone, guys, any questions from your side?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir,
Yes. Yes, one by
can
one by one, one by one. Yes, Sumit. I think Sumit first. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Yes, sir. Can we cover practical use case as per the business requirement?
Yeah. We'll cover it. We'll see all the which is going to be whatever the just I'll show you some examples. Just because we are in the first class itself, right? So you cannot understand the scenarios. But just let me show you like how we are going to create some reports with some various business data and all these things we are going to work. For every concept we are going to learn, we are going to study a different case studies we are going to do with that. So different examples. So these are some of the reports which are we created in one of the batch. So if you can see, there is going to be one of the batch we have been got created. So different reports we are going to create. Some of them because why they becomes invalid, why because is data errors may comes. It's going to be related to some data errors. Don't worry. So we have designed them, but due to some kind of a data errors, let me refresh the data. Let me refresh the data. Okay. What happened? Okay. So it is some data which was related to some insurance or something. The data was there. Just a minute once. Okay. See, there's some data was actually there was some issue with the data. That may be the reason. I can troubleshoot that, but you cannot understand what is that particular problem is there. Let me just give me a second. I will troubleshoot that particular data there. Right. So I think now it is going to be becomes a valid because some changes has been taken place. Due to that, those reports has been become something like an invalid. So now if I refresh the data and come back, now the data is going to be, the reports will be automatically, they will be generated there. Come here and if you verify, the data has been generated. Here, these are the problem with some other table, not related to your tables, but some other tables. But anyhow, we are going to see some kind of a real data sets, real examples of data sets, and we are going to work with those particular real cases only we are going to work with those particular implementations. So these are all the reports which I created in one of the batch. So recently only they completed reporting, but if we can see, these are going to be some of the reports what we can see that. So see, a very beautiful animated reports what we can create them. A beautiful animated reports. So the data points are going to be keep on, they will be moving there. So anyhow, practically we'll learn them. When you go for the implementation, we can see them. Yes, you can cover, but for MS analyst certification, if you want to go, I think you should also have some knowledge of some other tools are also required. So as part of the data visualization, I'm going to talking about that. Okay. So just if you verify the course curriculum here as part of our training program, we are going to learn two things we are going to learn. One is data visualization is going to be one thing. Along with that, we are also going to learn some SQL knowledge also we are going to learn by using a database called as an SQL Server. But as of your certification program, whatever the requirements are there, if you can verify, from my side, reporting, I'm going to cover them. And apart from that, SQL Server, we are going to cover up them. If you require any other terminologies or any other topics are required, then you should take care about those things. Okay. But I was not sure about that. What is the whatever the role, the content for the what you are talking about as a business analyst or a data analyst. So you have to understand the certification course, the content you have to verify that, the topics we have to verify them, and then we can decide Ram. Okay, fine. Yes. I think yes, it's going to be yes, Sumit Singh. This is going to be what we are going to cover up those particular things. Practically only we are going to work on that. Different types of real use cases and all these things, we are going to work on it. Right. Any others, guys? Any others? If you have any questions, yes,
Sir,
please.
you are gonna teach SQL as well.
SQL also. SQL as with the help of SQL Server database.
So the entire module of SQL you will teach means
Uh,
advanced functions, everything.
yes, SQL part, not about the T-SQL part. We are going to learn about the whatever the SQL Server that is required for our as a report developer you require. All the complete SQL part I'm going to discuss about that.
And sir, what would be the entire duration?
3 months.
3 months. And the
3 months.
classes would be daily?
It's a daily. That means 5 days a week.
Um, 1 hour class.
1 hour class.
One.
So the timing will be the same, 12:30.
Timing will not be at 12:30. We'll check it out. Either just it's not that much because 11:30 also we have some participants are there. So we are planning to start at 12:30. If it is possible, that means if it is only at 11:30 to 12:30 or 12:30 to 1:30, we are planning that. So if more number of students are there at 12:30, we'll shift the 11:30 people to 12:30. Or if let us say if 11:30, if we have more students are there, we'll shift the 12:30 to 11:30 like that. Like that, we'll just not that much change, but either it may be 11:30 to 12:30 or it may be 12:30 to 1:30. Just before completion of the demos, I'll confirm that particular timing also.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Right. Any others, guys?
Recordings will be provided, sir?
Yes, recordings, day-to-day recording session will be provided.
Okay.
Okay, then. That's it for the today's session from my side, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time with the same link, guys. Thanks all of you, guys.